Tennis legend once said, champions keep playing until they get it right. That tennis legend was Billie Jean King. Now, would the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who have been drawn in Group D of the Africa Cup of Nations 2021 to be held in Cameroon next year, be able to play until they get it right and possibly win the trophy right there in Cameroon? Welcome. This is the Arena, and I am Jidechi Chidi Ezie. On this show, we get to talk about stories emanating from the world of sports, and as well take a look at the business side of things emanating from the world of sports. On today's show, lots and lots of things lined up for action for you today, and we would be taking a look at the Super Eagles that have been drawn in the Group D of the African Cup of Nations, which will be going on later next year. Also on the burner for today, Tammy Abraham has completed his move to AS Roma. We will be dabbling into that too. And of course, we will not be leaving out the one that is going on right there in the world of tennis. Talk about the Cincinnati Open. Don't go anywhere. When we get back from this break, the show will start in full. But first, it will be the business news.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Welcome back. This is the Arena. Now introducing on the Arena is the Sports Business Countdown. We'll count down on the big 5 stories that concerns business and of course sports. And on today's show, we'll start off with the one that concerns Dodge and of course the Premier League club Watford. Now, Watford shared sleeve sponsor for the 2021-2022 season will be meme-based cryptocurrency Dodge. Now, according to an insider at Watford FC, the deal is worth upwards of £700,000 and will exceed the £1 million sponsorship deal which the Premier League club inked with its previous sleeve partners Bitcoin if the bonus conditions are met. Now, Dogecoin was launched as a joke currency in 2013 and is based on the popular meme of Japanese Shiba Inu dog. Now, the insider at Watford defended the partnership with Dogecoin, which was organized by the club's main shared sponsor Stake.com. They say that Elon Musk's involvement has turned that's Dogecoin into a serious entity. Now, the source added that they are, in quotes, hoping the club open to a new fan base, end of quote. Now, with the release of shirts featuring Doge, they say the club has already been flooded with requests from fans around the world since the news of the partnership broke in The Athletic. Now, Billy Marcus, one of the software engineers behind Dogecoin, commented on the Watford deal via Twitter under the handle Shibatoshi Nakamoto, a play on the name of the anonymous creator of Bitcoin. He said, and I quote, "New Watford FC jersey featuring Dogecoin in the Premier League is a big deal," end of quote. Now, following the news of the partnership, Dogecoin trade volume for the 24-hour period hit $5.79 billion, which amounts to 4.18 billion pounds, up to 294% compared to the previous day. Now, the price was about 29% over the past 5 days and has soared 7,223% this year till date. Now, moving on to number 4, we have Arsenal and the Rwanda and the Visit Rwanda deal. Now, Arsenal they have renewed their sleep sponsorship deal with Visit Rwanda just days after being slated by the Rwandan president. Now the Gunners were slammed by Paul Kagame after losing 2-0 to Brentford on the opening day of the Premier League, with a 63-year-old claiming that the fans don't deserve this. Now, despite the public humiliation, the North Londoners have agreed to a new 4-year contract with Visit Rwanda, and according to Football's London Chris Whitley, the deal will be worth as much as £10 million a year to the Gunners. Now, the slogan Visit Rwanda has adorned Arsenal's sleeve since the initial 3-year deal was penned in 2018. Now, the deal comes in the wake of Kagame appearing to criticize Gunners owner Stan Kroenke. He wrote, and I quote, "The game itself aside, Arsenal and fans don't deserve to the kind of this they are used to know," he said. It has been a struggle of about decades, ups and downs, more downs until this point. Can't we have a plan that really works? That's what he said. One part to look at this is how we deal in the market to players we buy and execute this plan. The touch and go mentality does not change. We must not excuse or accept mediocrity. A team has to be built with purpose to win, 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 so that when we lose, it was not to be expected. I am sure we all know on whose shoulder the heaviest burden rests. I hope they know too, or even accept it." End of quote. Now, since striking the initial agreement in 2018, Arsenal have visited the East African country on a number of occasions, with former defender David Louis featuring in the promotional content in 2019. Now we move on to number 3, where we have Liverpool having a new sponsor, Think Markets. Now, Premier League club Liverpool have online financial broker Think Markets to their sponsorship roster as the club's new official global trading partner. Now, Think Markets will have a package of digital assets, club hospitality, and matchday sponsorship to drive acquisition of new clients and leverage of engagement opportunities. Now, the online trader is targeting Liverpool fans around the world with a wide range of financial trading markets. Founded in 2010, its lead platform is Think Trader. Now, Matt Scammell, commercial director of Liverpool, said our worldwide following will generate global exposure for Think Markets, while their core markets benefit from the tremendous numbers of Liverpool supporters. Through its partnership, we look forward to working closely together in offering our fans activities and experience to bring them even closer to the club. Now, Think Markets has operational bases in London, Melbourne, Dubai, and Tokyo, and hubs in the Asia-Pacific region, Europe, and South Africa. No value was given for this sponsorship. Now, Numan Agnes, CEO and co-founder at Think Markets, said, and I quote, "Think Markets is proud to be the official global partner of Liverpool and excited to bring global market access to Liverpool fans around the world. We look forward to exploring the synergies between Liverpool and the trading football strategy throughout our partnership." Now we move on to the next one. At number 2, we have Gatorade, who have lost Lakers to BioSteel. Now, the Los Angeles Lakers look to make up for a projected down year in revenue by trading an iconic beverage company, Gatorade, for a new upstart, BioSteel. Now, the reported deal is worth up to possible $5 million a year and will include the presence of on the bench and stadium signage as the more prominent placements. Now, based on the projected revenue of $400 million, the Lakers are looking to do their best to get back to pre-pandemic revenue levels of $434 million as reported by Forbes. Now, this kind of deals are going to be even more with the increase in digital inventory the Lakers are looking to build. Now, for BioSteel, this seems like an easier decision with the current additions of former MVP Russell Westbrook and the future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony. Now, the unique part of the partnership is the involvement of Dallas Mavericks star Luka Doncic, who added to BioSteel's team last March as part of endorsement deal. Now, the $32 billion beverage industry is a natural fit for these outlets, especially with the success of 50 Cent and Vitamin Water, The Rock and Zoa, and of course Kobe Bryant and Body Armor paid $5 million for 10% stake in 2013. Now, Gatorade was in the hunt to renew its sponsorship, but with its new deal with the G League and their parent company PepsiCo already employing LeBron James as their spokesperson, it seems they weren't willing to pay the asking price to beat out BioSteel. Now, at number 1, we have Barcelona, who are in debt. Now, in a 2-hour press conference earlier this week, Barcelona president Joan Laporta highlighted the club's worrying debt and blamed the club's dramatic situation on Lionel Messi's departure, stated that salaries represent 103% of the club's income, and hit out at Josep Maria Bartomeu. Now, Barcelona president Laporta opened up on the club's very worrying financial situation, revealing that La Liga giants are 1.35 billion euros, which amounts to 1.15 billion pounds in debt. Now, Laporta blamed his predecessor Bartomeu for the terrible inheritance, which he says sees the club's salary representing 103% of the income at Camp Nou. He also blamed the club's dramatic situation on Messi's departure and insisted Bartomeu and his board of directors must be held accountable. Now, Laporta, in his second spell as club president after winning the 2021 elections earlier this year, said at a live press conference, and I quote, "Our salaries represent 103% of the club's total income. That is 20 to 25% more than our competitors. The first thing we had to do when we arrived was to ask for a loan of 80 million euros because otherwise we could not pay the salaries, and the previous regime was just full of lies. We also found out that we had to do some urgent repairs to the Camp Nou because otherwise it would pose a risk to attending fans. We also found out that the club had already received 50% of the TV rights fees in advance. We found out also that disproportionate payments have been made to intermediaries and not even agents. Barcelona has a negative net worth of 451 million euros. It is a terrible inheritance which has been happening and this is very worrying." End of quote. That is what the Barcelona president Laporta says, and that makes our number one on the countdown, the business countdown on the arena today. Now we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll go into the main discourse of the day. Super Eagles are on the burner, and of course, the transfer that involves Tammy Abraham.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Market just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the up, open am, take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081-6397-4447, 080-3564-4436, 070-6663-8213. Banga Fresh Palm.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery. Ooh.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Welcome back. This is the Arena. Now let's talk about some of the stories emanating from the world of sports. And nothing could be bigger right now than the one that concerns the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, yesterday just went down, and Super Eagles have been joining Group D of that one. Now to talk about some of these issues, joining me on the show right now is sports analyst and basket tennis commentator Joba Ogunwale. Joba, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Judechi, for having me.
Okay, Joba, let's start off with the Super Eagles. I mean, yesterday the Super Eagles got joined in a group with one of the strong names at the competition, Egypt. and then you have minnows like Sudan and Guinea-Bissau. And what are our expectations going into this one?
No, I'll take offense. Sudan are not minnows. They are 1957 African champions.
Okay, okay.
So, but overall, it's actually a very, very good draw for the Super Eagles. On paper, I don't think anyone should pose a threat to Geneto's men. The first game against Egypt will be very, very key on January 11. I think the winner between those two sides will actually go on to top the group. But overall, it's actually a very, very good draw for us. We need to watch out for Sudan also, because the game will be played in January in Cameroon, and it will be very, very hot then. And Nigeria has a squad full of foreign professionals, and by then it will be in the winter period in Europe, you understand? So I don't know how long they will camp in Cameroon for to acclimatize with the weather. And with the Sudanese, they are actually used to it because most of the players play at home, you understand? Yeah. So we need to watch out for that. But I don't think that should be a reason for us not to actually go all the way and top the group.
Go all the way and top the group. Quickly, let's take a look at the teams in that group, as you can see on your screens: Egypt, Sudan, and Guinea-Bissau. And the way it's going to be looking for the Super Eagles, the action would start off with Egypt on the 11th of January, and then we'll move on to play Sudan still at the same venue on the 15th of January, and the final will be Guinea-Bissau on the 19th of January. And Joba, you mentioned how you think we should top this group, but let's take a look at these teams individually: Egypt, and then Guinea-Bissau, and of course Sudan. Do you actually think any of these teams could really pose a threat to the Super Eagles' chances?
Egypt especially. Remember, Al Ahly won the Champions League, you understand? Yes. And a majority of their players in that squad play for the Pharaohs of Egypt, the national team. And remember, they have arguably the best player in Africa right now, Mohamed Salah, playing for Liverpool. There is also Mohamed Elneny of Arsenal. So I think the first game is the most important game in this group for the Super Eagles. As a whole, as a team, I think we have a better team than Egypt. But I know it will be very, very tricky. It will be tricky. It depends on the tactics and Geneto and the Egyptian coach comes up with. And as I said earlier, the game against Sudan will also be another tricky one, because I don't know how the players will fare in the hot Cameroonian weather. So I think that could also play a role in our game against Sudan. But on paper, I expect us to go ahead to top this group.
Okay, top the group, he says. That's how it's going to be panning out for the Super Eagles when we go to Cameroon. That's according to Joba. I mean, that's not my own predictions. Let's move on right now and talk about the one that concerns a former Chelsea player at this point. Yeah, we can call him former Chelsea player. Talking about Tammy Abraham. He's completed his move to join his former gaffer, Jose Mourinho, right there in Italy. Talk about AS Roma, and that deal was worth 34 million pounds. Joba, Tammy Abraham to AS Roma for a Mourinho-led side. Do you actually see, we've seen how Mourinho have turned players around. We saw the same happening to the likes of Harry Kane and Son recently, scoring more goals than they ever have. And Tammy Abraham, the second highest goal scorer for Chelsea last season. Are we actually seeing something better from him this season under Mourinho?
You know, funny enough, everyone thinks this is really, really a good move for both parties.
You think otherwise?
Well, I don't see it. Probably maybe because I don't rate Tammy Abraham as a player like that. I don't really think he has the technique and all that to excel in a league like the Italian Serie A. He was brought in for as a replacement for Edin Dzeko, you understand? And I don't think he actually can do the work that Edin Dzeko did when he was before moving to Inter Milan. But it will be interesting to see how he develops under Mourinho. Even Mourinho managed Chelsea in two different...
Roma as a whole, what do you actually see happening with Roma? The Roma team with Abraham in front, is he actually a compact team? Do you call it a compact team?
Not really. I don't expect them to challenge for the Serie A title, but I think they could have a crack at the top four, because if you look at even Inter lost Lukaku, Juve are actually trying to rebuild, and AC Milan and Napoli. I think those 4 teams still have a better team than Roma. But it will be interesting to see the magic Jose have up his sleeve. So I'm really looking forward to Roma. But I don't think Tammy Abraham actually has the quality to fire them to the title. But I think they could actually have a go at the top 4.
Okay, go at the top 4. That's what's going to be looking for Tammy Abraham. Quite an interesting transfer there. You can see videos of Tammy where he met with Jose Mourinho. I mean, he would be really excited to be reunited with his former gaffer. I wish him all the best. I do hope that he live up to his name. Many people in Rome right now expecting the best of him. And, well, we've shared our thoughts here. Let's see how it goes. The season for the Serie A is expected to kick off this weekend. When it kicks off, we'll be back to talk about it. Yes, that's what we do best right here on the arena. It's been a splendid time, I would say, on the show today. Joe, I mean, it's been wonderful having you around.
Thank you again.
Let's talk about tennis some other time when we get on the show. The Cincinnati Open is currently on. I mean, when we get to the later stages of the competition, we'll get to talk about that one. Yeah. Okay, it's been a splendid time with you on the show today. I mean, it's always wonderful having you join us as we talk about the stories emanating from the world of sports, as well as take a look at the business angle of things emanating from the world of sports. We'll be back some other time, because he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. My name is Jidechi Chidezi. Until next time I come your way, stay safe.